Salem, it's great to be here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for hosting this podcast. Thank you for being here. It was great to know you over the past couple of days.
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you for the hospitality. I've had one of the best weekends I've ever had, so the facilities are just amazing. So I think it'd be lovely for people listening and watching just to learn a little bit more about ZOYA. I'd love to hear it from you and a bit about your own background as well.
Sure. So, just to give you a bit of a brief, Zoya was designed with the aim of keeping it a one stop shop for all your health needs in a preventive way, in a holistic way, without the need for medicine or doctors, in a environment that is good for you. So, that's why Zoya was built. It was a vision that through our experience, when we went to certain resorts, they had a couple of aspects lacking from either the wellness, the physical, the mental, even just the beauty part, which is an essential part of, you know, looking good. So we try to incorporate that all under one roof.
And yeah, because what I noticed here when I came, I've been to obviously many hotels, and there's a beautiful balance where you do feel like you're in a retreat, but you don't feel like you're in a medical center, and you still feel like you're in a luxury hotel. How did that come about? Because it's a great blend that you have here.
So that came about really, as mentioned, it was not easy. So we're the only resort actually in the UAE to have both five-star uh, from the tourism and the medical license. So we created the own category actually. So the first part was obviously getting the licensing in play, we have a doctor in house, but it was important that we find the right people to see what we envision because as you know, our doctor is an integrative doctor, which is more about how do you let the body heal itself. So that's how we try to get about that.
Amazing. And that was started as a family business?
So my father went through this journey. He, obviously, my mom lost her life due to cancer. May God bless her soul, and a couple of our relatives. So we tried to find an alternative way to medicine, and my father went to one resort after another, and he started to heal himself. So my father himself was on around 18 pills a day, for cholesterol, blood pressure, 18 pills. And today he's not on any pills. So he realized that the body can heal itself. And he wanted to give something back to society, and this is a place for that.
Well, firstly, I'm sorry for your losses in your
Thank you.
family, and
Thank you.
I think the why. Now that I know the why
Yeah.
behind this, is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a big issue nowadays with people using pills as the first step to cure something, right?
Yes, and especially in this society. And there's a statistic that we saw the number two cause of death in the UAE is actually by drugs. And when they say drugs is not your, uh, your
Yeah.
typical drugs, what you think, no, it's the pharmaceutical drugs.
Okay.
That's what they're referring to. And in this society, unfortunately, the first thing that we think of is when you have a headache, you take a Panadol. When you're sick, let me go to the doctor. It's not what is the real cause of that and how do I address that and how do I give my body the strength to fight that from within.
Listen, I love this, and I think I've experienced a little bit of it this weekend, and it was the food was incredible. I come from a farming background, so
Yes,
my dad,
amazing,
has
amazing,
has
amazing,
lots of animals
amazing.
on the farm. So meat was a big part of my childhood. But when I came here, and it's obviously all natural, all vegan, but
Yes,
what you did so well is the taste. I think
yes.
people have a misconception sometimes that this type of food has to be tasteless. But how did you? I'd love to just dig on maybe the chefs, maybe the team there, because you've just incredibly executed at a high level.
Obviously, this is where a bit of the hospitality and the wellness side blend in. So when you go to hotels, you remember the service, you remember the food, and you remember your stay, like your bed. So we had to ensure that obviously food is a big component of your satisfaction as a guest, as well as food is such an important part to the human health and the body recovering. We obviously have a top chef from Mexico who's a vegan himself. Made sure that we source the top quality ingredients, and then I give the chef his freedom to, create the food that he wants. And it's really the base of healing, which is the quality, the way it's cooked to preserve the nutrients of the food.
Yeah, like but the taste, even these juices that are
Yeah,
in
yeah.
front of us, the breakfast I had this morning,
Yes.
the sweet potato with falafel, the mushroom tacos,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the taste is exceptional.
And that's attributed to obviously the chef's skills and the quality of food that we
Yeah.
source. We don't source anything which is low quality. We really go the extra mile to ensure that we source the top quality ingredients.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Can we talk the listeners through maybe two examples of packages that you have here at the resort, and like what does that guest journey look like from the moment you look to book, and where would you book as an example?
Okay, sure. So to give you an example of, what we found out is we offer a vacation, which is a 2-night program, and that includes your doctor consultation, that includes your, hammam, a massage, and oxygen therapy, LED therapy. Obviously, all your meals are included. Your accommodation is included. It's for 2 nights. So we played it on, the staycation, but we call it vacation because you're looking after your health. So that's why we called it. And I think that's a good introductory package for anyone who wants to just come discover Zoya. As you said, we have a lot here to come see what we have, to really experience the service, the facility and all of that. I'd highly recommend that. And I would say our most popular package after that is really the weight management. That's proving quite popular in
And
the
is that a
region.
weight loss or a weight management? What's the difference there? Is it
So the difference there is we don't try to knock your weight.
okay?
There are some resorts that will put you on a 300-400 calorie diet, which knocks your weight. But what we tend to find is after you leave the resort, is that you put on the weight back because you cannot sustain that life. So we try to give it a less calorie intake, which is around 1,000 calorie, full of nutrients, full of, and managed closely by the team. And what we found out was people, we're losing around 5 to 6 kilos in around 2 weeks, from that package, and our guests were very happy, and we have a couple of repeat guests on that as well. So these are the two packages, and we offer, depending on what the client needs, we have something for everyone, whether it's be rejuvenation, whether it's physiotherapy, whether it's fitness, whether it's getting that performance, that 1% better, that 2% better. So it really depends on, or cleaning the body. It depends on what you want as a person, and we can adjust something accordingly.
Yeah. And I think, for people listening, maybe we'll talk about some of the facilities you have here. And then for
Yes.
people who are watching, maybe we'll put some of those facilities on the YouTube video right now. But yeah, I'm obviously big into my sports. So
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So to come here was like a dream for me. And just
Yeah.
the amount of facilities you have is truly astonishing. So maybe you can just list off some of them because
Sure. And I think a big part of it is, if you allow me just to speak about why we chose the location of
Please.
Ajman. I think a person, when he comes to such a facility, needs to feel that disconnection from their life. To really start your recovery, you need to feel that you're going out to change your routine a bit. And we're not too far from Dubai. As you've seen, it's only 35-minute drive, 40-minute drive. So it's not too bad. We're in the middle of a golf course. So, the facility, we try to utilize the nature around us, greenery around us. And moreover that, what we offer inside the facility is we have obviously a yoga studio, we have a physiotherapy, we have a medical gym, we have the spa and relaxation side of it, with a Turkish hammam. We have a beauty salon, we have dermatology, we have an aqua gym. So we have a lot really to offer, depending on the
you have the
clients.
cryotherapy.
cryotherapy, the angel of water, which is a colon cleansing, which I discussed with you
Yeah.
earlier, which is very important for someone to clean his body from the inside, because your intestines are your body's largest internal organ. And to clean them is a very important process of the healing process.
Yeah, no, I've put up some
Yeah,
photos and videos on
yeah,
Instagram over the weekend, and I think I had, 6 or 7 people already being like, "How do I book it?" So
yeah,
I think
yeah. Amazing.
it's one of those things that if you can watch this video, I would suggest to do so, because you'll see the facilities. If you can go on the website to see the facilities,
Yes,
if you can look online, because I don't know how you portray when you verbally explain something to what it visually looks like, because
yes, and that's why we introduced the vacation or the day discovery,
yeah,
so people can come here, they can discover it. And what we found was that when people came here, they actually want to book more, and they're repeat guests. So this is what we found, which was useful. And another important part is the people who answer our call. They're very well trained in this field to help guide you with your choice. Since we have so much, it's not, we don't outsource this as a lot of hotels do. We train our own staff, and they're customer care agents, and they can customize your package. And you don't even need to take a package. You can customize it however you want, I would say.
because each guest gets a program manager, correct? So when you come here, you actually have
Correct.
your stay mapped out.
Correct. So yeah, exactly. So before you come, we obviously program everything to your needs, to your wants, and that's how we, as you said, and I'm sure you've experienced ALSA, led by Gabby, who was our wellness director. They they uh, they look after your every need while you're in this property.
Yeah. There was some exciting news throughout the year. You had an award. Maybe
Yes,
you can tell us, because you're quite a new property to get one so soon.
correct.
Were you expecting it? Was it?
No, it came out of the blue. Hopefully we win it. But it's a good indication that we're doing something right. So hopefully, it was very exciting news. Hopefully we can continue to be an ambassador for the UAE and to make UAE proud, because they've really supported us in our project. And hopefully we can elevate this to the world level that it deserves to be.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Before we go on to maybe the future of ZOYA and where you want to take the brand,
Yes.
it'd be great just to know where, just from a hospitality perspective, I'd love to know where you feel you fit in across the ranges of properties, right? You've got lifestyle, you've got luxury, like
Yes.
where do you see yourself fit, if people?
So I think the closest thing that we can call ourselves is a retreat in terms of a hospitality standpoint. But in terms of where, like, if we were to map ourselves out, we're a mix of everything. And sometimes when you're a mix of everything, it's hard to position yourself and advertise for that. But I would say that, we try to combine the luxury of the hospitality with the spa, with the medical side, of the healing side of your body, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I found. I came here and it felt like a luxury hotel,
Yeah.
but then I had the most incredible health experience. Like, I feel
Yes.
better leaving than when I came.
And I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you tried it, because it's important. It's
Yeah.
important. People will go out, and as you know, they'll go out partying. They won't look after themselves. They won't take care of themselves. But actually, if you invest in your own well-being, it's the best investment you can make for whatever reason it is.
Without a doubt, couldn't agree anymore. The future. Where do you want to take the brand? Do you look to expand it? Do you want to just stay in one location?
Yeah.
How do you?
So funny you say that. We actually got a couple offers to expand the brand. But so far on the horizon, there's nothing concrete. Definitely, as you know, Saudi is a very big market in the hospitality now. But for now, we're focusing on this project, really making it a success, I would say. And after that, we can look to see where we expand. We got offers to expand actually as far as Germany, and Egypt and whatnot. We have a lot of opportunities, but for now we're deciding to focus on ZOYA, on Ajman. building the community here, making UAE a strong established market, and then we can take it from there.
Amazing. And do you see the health and well-being side of hospitality becoming a much bigger part of travel and hospitality?
Definitely, but I think it's I mean it's already quite big actually, but in the UAE and the region as a whole, it's still in its infancy, and there's definitely potential here. Shah, I don't know if you know Shah in Spain. They're going to open in the UAE in Abu Dhabi, and the farm from I think Thailand. They're going to open in the UAE within the near future. So they're really trying to, and as you know, Zulal. There's Zulal in Qatar and the retreat on the Palm. So there's definitely potential for the market. As you know, the UAE is a hub spot for the world. Let's be quite honest about that. It's very well connected. Emirates airline is very well connected. All the major airlines, are connected here. So the UAE definitely has a big potential too. And they're promoting all this health and fitness with the Dubai Fitness Challenge. All the rulers are exemplary fitness levels. They care about this, and I think that the UAE is a very strong, the hospitality side didn't catch up to it. Let me put it this way, but soon it will.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree anymore.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like the listeners to know, the viewers to know, if you were to kind of summarize, ZOYA and where you want to take it? Is there any final words you'd like?
My father always has one motto. I'll leave this for your listeners. Don't make medicine your food, make food your medicine. This is really a summary of what we do. We believe in the body, the strength of the body, the strength of the mind. And, we would welcome any listener to come, just give us a call. Yeah. Even if you think you don't have anything, just give us a call, come see. And it's really the best investment you can do for yourself.
On that, because I know when I'm, in other hotels and I'm interviewing other managers, it's to some extent, it's relatively obvious the booking process, right? You'd go on maybe one of the OTAs, or you might go direct on their website. Yes. I assume it's a little bit different here in terms of the best, if you were to say, what's the best way to book? Is it to actually pick up the phone and ring someone?
Yes, correct. And for that reason, we don't have an online booking system. Okay. Because we want you to phone in, we want to hear your concerns, we want to see what you want to get out of it, and then we will advise you the best thing to get out of it, really.
Yeah, I think that was an important note to make, because for me, these podcasts are always about just learning about new beautiful properties or the hospitality industry. I think as a career, it's an incredible career for people to get into. You can travel the world, but this particular episode, I wanted to push people to the property because of the experience I had.
No, and I'm glad you had a good experience, and it's not, thankfully, and I don't know the statistics, but we've had at least 40 to 50% repeat customers. Yeah. And we've been open in this, 3 months, 4 months. So for me, that's the biggest indication that there's something right. And, the owners are active on the property. We care about this property. This is our life. This is not just another property that we opened up and decided just to let it run by itself. But we are passionate about this, and I think that's very important.
Yeah, I noticed that actually with its team you have that work here.
Yes.
They're very connected, they're very close, they're very personal.
Yes.
It just feels like a little bit more human than maybe some experiences you get.
And that is very important, because you're here, you're changing your life. And when you change your life, you want to be in a place that is not changing. When you change your routine, you obviously get agitated, in any routine it is. So we try to make the experience as comfortable and as best as possible.
Yeah, amazing. So Liam, listen, firstly, thank you for the hospitality this weekend. I've had an amazing time. I will be a repeat guest of yours. Thank you for sitting down and talking to me. And
thank you, Mark, for the opportunity. Thank you for staying with us, and looking forward to welcoming you back again.
Yeah, brilliant.
Perfect. Thank you.